So the first thing we'll be talking about is The Witcher 4. I guess we can call it The Witcher 4. Technically, it's called The Witcher Polaris. They do seem to be a little bit standoffish about calling it The Witcher 4 just because the developers of what CD Projekt Red has said is that the first three Witcher games are part of a trilogy, and this one is the beginning of a new saga, so it's not part of the same trilogy. So calling it The Witcher 4 is disingenuous because that would imply that it is a continuation of the old Witcher saga, but this is an entirely new saga. Right now, it's currently just called The Witcher. In-house, they still call it Witcher 4. Everybody calls it Witcher 4, but they're saying technically, it's not Witcher 4. Don't expect that. But we do know that there is going to be some connect between the old trilogy and this new saga, which they said should be at minimum 3 games, could possibly be more. But the voice actor of Geralt, the English voice actor, Doug Cockle, came out and said that he will be returning for The Witcher 4. He said Geralt will be in the game, but he is not going to be the main character. The quote is, "It's not about him this time. We don't know who it's about. I'm excited to find out. I want to know. I have not seen the script yet. I couldn't tell you if I did. This is the thing. So I could be lying through my teeth, but I'm not. Or am I? Maybe he's seen the script. Maybe he's not seen the script. Maybe he knows who the main character is. Maybe he doesn't, but he's not at liberty to say. But he is at liberty to say that Geralt is in the game, is going to be part of it, but it's not going to focus entirely on him. And this has some implications. Obviously, at the end of Blood and Wine, Geralt had finally found peace in his life. He'd finally been able to settle down and everything was going to be nice and good. Obviously, it's good for him that he's not going to have to carry on with this very dangerous work. But it does call into question a couple things. First of all, it calls into question of, is this going to be a prequel or is it going to be a sequel? We do know that the icon for it is a lynx medallion, which we've never heard of the School of the Lynx before. We know the School of the Cat, we know the School of the Wolf, the School of the Griffin. There's a couple different schools, but this one is School of the Lynx. It's entirely new. We've never heard about it before. Some people speculate that because a lynx is a type of cat, this might be an offshoot of the School of the Cat. And as a result, a lot of people think that this game might focus on Ciri. That's definitely possible. At the end of The Witcher 3, one of the endings is that Ciri basically becomes a Witcher and she's going to join Geralt in these hunts and whatnot. And apparently, she does have a School of the Cat medallion that she got off of somebody else. Maybe she starts her own school. And that's one of the questions is the Lynx School of the Lynx, is it an old school that we've just never heard about? Or is it an entirely new school of Witcher? Because again, if this is a sequel, the Witchers, they have lost their ability to create new Witchers. They've lost the potions that they need for the Trial of the Grasses and the processes that they need for these things. So that's part of the reason why being a Witcher is less and less common, because they just simply don't know how to make more Witchers. Now, Ciri is considered a Witcher. She's not a Witcher in the traditional sense. She doesn't have any of the mutations. She didn't go through the Trial of Grasses or anything like that. As far as somebody who goes out and monster hunts and tries to keep people safe and that sort of thing, then so is the definition of what a Witcher is changing? Is Ciri going to start her own school and it's going to change up what it means to be a Witcher? So that's a one possibility. Another possibility is it could be a prequel. Geralt's lived for a very long time, so this could be something that takes place in the past. As we said, the Geralt voice actor has confirmed that he is returning, but he's the only one that's been confirmed so far. So we don't know about Triss or Ciri or anybody else. So it could be something that happened previously. That's a possibility. We do know that it is going to be featuring some new mechanics and new elements, though. So they're going to be trying to change it up, try to update some of those gameplay. Obviously, The Witcher, the story is fantastic. Everyone loves the story. It has gotten a little bit of grief for the combat not being the best. Another thing is that they are going to be changing it to be Unreal 5. The previous ones have been on the CD Projekt Red's own in-house engine, the Red engine, but they are switching to Unreal 5 now. That might mean a couple different things. It could help with their development of this. And one thing that they're saying, that the reason that this is taking so long is that because they want to create the tools that they're going to be needing for future Witcher games. So once we get that first one out, it won't be such a long wait between Witcher 3 and Witcher 4 as it will. That would be a long wait because they have to develop everything, new engine and everything. But then once we get the Witcher 4, Witcher 5, or whatever, Witcher 2.1 or whatever it's going to be, they should be able to come out a little bit faster because they've basically done all the groundwork and they're able to put that together. Good news for Witcher fans to see that Geralt's voice will be coming back. So we are going to have at least one familiar face.